Hey everybody, LalaChan here. I deeply apologize for yesterday's video. The audio did not take. Come to find out, the OBS disabled not only the sound but disabled my mic. So I had to reset everything all over again. So without further ado, I need to go ahead and share my stream out for a little bit. Need to share my stream out. So I deeply apologize for that. It was not my intention. And I'm going to be honest, no copyright intended. So that way my video will not be taken down. So no copyright intended. I'm going to be reacting to also one of my other favorite YouTubers, Synsei, who did this awesome commentary of Berserk, which is also one of my other favorite animes and mangas of all time. So mainly there's going to be some pausing moments here and there. So there will be some pausing moments. So just want to let you guys know, be prepared for some pausing because we will be talking about it through and through. I'm sorry, I had to put my phone on pause. So we're going to be reacting to Synsei's video, Guts has black Air Force energy. So no copyright intended. So I'm going to be doing my reaction to Synsei, Guts has black force energy. Without further ado, let's go.
Manga, there are a ton. Alright, so in the vast world of anime and manga, there are a ton, and I mean a ton, of characters with Black Air Force energy. And as many of y'all know, me and the homie CJ try our best to talk about these characters. Whether they're from Tokyo Revengers, JJK, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, it doesn't matter where these characters are.
Now I'm going to be honest, guys. When he said, I'm going to bring it back for a little bit, if I can get it. If I can get it. Yu Yu Hakusho, right here. Yu Yu Hakusho. This is one of my favorite animes of all time. I got a few animes that I like, but this one takes the cake. I really enjoyed watching Yu Yu Hakusho. The first time that I ever watched Yu Yu Hakusho, it was when it was on Toonami. When I was in college. It was on Toonami. And I loved it. I love the anime. I only caught like episode 1 through 5, and after that, during my college years, I couldn't keep up with Yu Yu Hakusho due to my scheduling at college. So yeah, this was one of my favorite animes.
So Dragon Ball Z, it doesn't.
Now, Dragon Ball Z was also one of my favorite animes of all time too. I love Dragon Ball Z. Also, I need to rewatch Dragon Ball Super. I heard Dragon Ball Super was good. I heard it was really good. So I really need to get into Dragon Ball Super.
Doesn't matter where these characters are from. If a character wears those black Air Forces or those Timberlands, we're going to talk about them. And I have scrolled through the countless recommendations in my Discord channel, hearing y'all ask me to do a hood review of Berserk. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, it's going to be tough for me to do a hood review of Berserk. This is a manga in which there are human beings who rape and pillage villages. How in the fuck do you guys want me to make that funny? Do you want me to be, I don't know, making a bunch of dark humor and make rape jokes? There's no way that I would possibly do that. However, in today's video, we are going to talk about a character who I believe has some of the most black Air Force energy that I have seen in any series, and that is Guts from Berserk.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Guts is a total badass in the anime plus manga of Berserk. If any of y'all have not seen Berserk, I would suggest kind of watch it, but just be mindful that it will question your morals a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I know everybody going like, Lola, you haven't watched Berserk, have you? Yes, I have. I have watched the 1997 Berserk, and I have watched the CGI version of Berserk. Now, hear me out. The CGI version of Berserk was not that bad. It was decent. It was decent. I enjoyed the graphics. I enjoyed the soundtrack of Berserk, the CGI version, and I also loved the storyline. The storyline was Chef's Kiss.
This is Guts has Black Air Force energy. Now, guys, before we go any further into the video, I just need to say something here. Make sure that if you guys like this Black Air Force series that I'm trying to do, where I talk about specific characters and not just the whole series, make sure that y'all give me a like. And if y'all want the next Black Air Force character video, I need at least 5,000 of those things, yo. Give me 5,000 likes. I deserve that. Also, in my pinned comment, there's a Discord link and a Twitter link. Make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter and join the Discord, because I know that y'all can. It's free. Y'all can't afford free? God damn, broke ass niggas, man. I knew y'all niggas was broke, but that's neither near or there. Guts is one of the most badass characters that I have ever seen in my goddamn life. Like, this guy is Black Air Force personified. He dresses in black armor, for God's sake. He's basically in patent leather right now. This man is in a Black Air Force. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When we first meet Guts in the story, it's kind of sad. Well, if you get through all the letter chapters, because, bro, have you ever tried to pick up and read Berserk and you get confused because there's like chapters before the regular chapters?
Yes, I have read the manga. They'll have at least about a little bit of filler in the Berserk anime. You just have to like understand the filler in order to get the full story. So, in other words, Sensei, yes, I have read the manga.
Like, bro, I'm not here for the LGBTQ community chapters, bro. Like, what are all these alphabets, bro? Anyways, when you get through it and we get to, Guts' backstory, he grew up rough. And he had it rough, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you see that man, Donovan, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I told you I wasn't gonna make fun of anything that had to do with sexual assault, so I'm not going to. But this man, Donovan, just that pure panel that they use as a meme nowadays of this man walking into that tent.
I remember reading that. They cut it out of the anime. They cut that out because they did not want to risk it.
As he is on his R. Kelly shit, like, he walks in that tent and you can tell from the grimmest look on this man's face that he is after some kid's cheeks. Somebody get Chris Hansen in here. Imagine Chris Hansen and Donovan having a conversation. Yeah, it'd probably be something like this. So Donovan, I see you're here at 3 a.m. in this tent, and you're probably surprised to see me. And then Donovan will probably say some shit like, "Man, I'm just in here. Was looking for some pots and pans. I was about to make dinner." Donovan, you were about to make dinner at 3 a.m. in a tent with no fire. There's not a single fire lit anywhere. I don't know, from these, letters that we got via carrier pigeon, it looks like you were sending explicit drawings of what seems to be your genitalia to a small boy. I'm kind of confused. No, that was fan art. You feel me? So what's like, bro, that man Donovan was up to no good. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That man, he wasn't supposed to be in that tent, but he ended up doing something to, Guts that changed him as a person. It filled him with insecurity, which I feel like later in life led to him being the badass that he is. Yep. But this man, Guts, had always been a warrior from when he was a kid, man. He got abandoned, as a little baby. All that stuff happened to him. He was trapped.
To be honest with you, in the anime, I remember it was in the CGI version. I remember it was in the I remember it was in the CGI version that his mother gave birth to him, and his mother died after she gave birth to Guts. And mainly the one who really loved Guts' mother really loved her, and he kind of made Guts look like a black sheep. I remember the CGI version of that. I remember that. They never explained it in the 1997's anime, but in the CGI version, they explained the whole story behind Guts, that his mother gave birth to him, and she died after she gave birth, and the guy despised Guts because he blames Guts for killing the girl that gave birth to him, and mainly he just Guts felt like an outcast in the 1997 version. He felt like an outcast. Same thing with the CGI version. He felt like an outcast.
Bandits, bro. That was his life. He grows up and he's just talented. But I'll be honest, life seemed kind of gloom for him until he met the Band of the Hawk and the booty bandit himself, Griffith.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh
This
my
man
God.
Griffith is beautiful.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. With Griffith, Griffith was a straight asshole. Griffith was a straight asshole. When you first see him, when he first appeared in the anime version of Berserk, he was a player. He was a player, but he was a straight ass. Guts was really, how should I say this? And I'm being very cautious with my words here. I felt like Guts was kind of jealous of Griffith. A little bit. Because mainly Guts came from poverty and Griffith, came from nobility. He's kind of like up here, but Guts is like kind of 6 feet under, like really low in the poverty line. And that's how, I would say the reason why I say that is mainly how it is now. Like the aristocrats and minimum, and you got the low. And mainly the Guts was the low, and Griffith was nobility standard. But when Guts kind of worked his way up, that's when, Guts kind of got into nobility.
Like every time I see Griffith for the first time when I go back and reread Berserk,
Now I'm gonna be honest with you, how Synsei say that not Guts, Griffith was beautiful. Now I'm gonna be honest, in the CGI version, when you first see him and when you look to him from the side, he looks like he's a girl, but he's not. But the way that he was drawn, he looks feminine. Mainly, he looks feminine. And Miura, who created Berserk, made Guts feminine. The way that he was drawn.
thinking to myself, like, I don't know, man. I'm starting to get a little bit aroused here. I don't know. But that's neither near or there. The point that I'm trying to make is this man Griffith is beautiful. Why are you going to make somebody this vile that beautiful, Miura?
I'm going to be honest. Rest in peace to Miura, who created Berserk. I'm going to be honest with you. Berserk will make you question your morals. But yeah, he was the one that did the drawings and created this beautiful masterpiece, but it also make you question your morals. But yeah, the way that he drew Griffith, mainly Griffith looked feminine. He looked like a girl, but he wasn't.
Miura? And rest in peace to Miura, by the way. There's no disrespect to him. But why are you making Griffith this beautiful? That man he needs to be thrown away. Somebody arrest him. There's no way that you made somebody that vile, that beautiful. Now, I called him a booty bandit, but he's also a booty seller. This man Griffith.
Now, I'm going to be honest. The reason why Griffith did that, mainly because he wants to be, how I would say, mainly the anime version of Roman Reigns. Mainly the head of the table, the bloodline. Mainly he wants to be ahead of everything. And the reason why he did that, he wanted to get the weapons, supplies. He wanted to get that mainly for the group, the Band of the Hawk. And mainly, yeah, Guts, Guts understood that, but he didn't understood why. But Griffith was a straight asshole. But I'm going to be honest with you. He is an anime version of Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the bloodline.
Griffith, and maybe I'll make a video on him at some other point, but there was a part in this story, and this is completely unrelated to Guts' character, but I'm going to talk about it because it's probably one of the funniest things that's happened in this Berserk manga. This man was trying to get money for like rations or weapons and things for the Band of the Hawk, which, you know, his people that he was trying to lead and start a kingdom with.
Yep.
So he met this old, nasty, fat-ass white guy, and he sold his cheeks. This man sold his cheeks. I can't believe that this man's gonna be a booty bandit, but also let somebody booty bandit him. This man was giving his cheeks up like a commodity, bro. Like, oh my God, son.
For the money.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. He shouldn't even do that. But mainly he did what he had to do, you know, to get weapons, to get supplies, so mainly the Band of the Hawk can be better, but he really didn't have to do that. Griffith really did not have to do that. He shouldn't be doing it, period. He shouldn't be doing it, period.
How much money was he giving you? That nigga Griffith going up to that old ass white dude like, man, shit, $20 or $20, nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I get it, but damn. I mean, you was kind of pretty. He probably don't even know that you a dude for real. Soft ass skin. But anyways, this man, that was kind of crazy. But anyways, when he met this booty bandit ass nigga Griffith, his whole life changed. He looked up to Griffith. Guts looked up to this nigga, which led to him becoming one of the...
I'm gonna be honest, he did look up to Griffith. Guts really did look up to him, and he became a better person and mainly a better soldier that he was in Berserk. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna cap. Griffith made Guts truly the badass that he was, and he became a better person because of Griffith. He really did.
The most badass warriors that I have ever seen in my goddamn life. Bro, Guts is insane. Like, when I tell you that this nigga's sword skill was that of a man when he was a young teenager, that's to be an understatement. There's this one scene in the Berserk anime, and I know that you guys aren't gonna wanna watch it because the Berserk anime, especially the CGI version, is garbage.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Sensei. I gotta disagree with you on that. The CGI version of Berserk was not all that bad. I've watched it. It's not all that bad. It's decent. But mainly you're entitled to your opinion. But mainly it's decent. It's really decent. It's not all that bad.
That shit is like 16-bit. Like, I don't know. It looks like if they made Tetris the anime, that's what that shit looked like, bro. It's like X-Arm, but with swords.
Oh, please don't talk about X-Arm. X-Arm was the most awful anime plus manga there is in anime history. X-Arms was jawful.
I don't understand. But anyways, there's this scene where it's 1 versus 100 soldiers. And this man Guts defeats an entirety of 100 soldiers. Like, that shit is ridiculous. Now, him and Casca were together. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't like he was by himself the entirety of the time. But this man beat the majority of these 100 soldiers, and they weren't all fodder. There were some big niggas here. Bro,
now, with the 100, now, I'm gonna be honest. With the 100 soldiers, yeah. And he was right, and he's right. Sensei is right. Casca was with him, but not entirely of the time, because she had to go and fight some soldiers herself. But she was in the process of, which I'm not gonna say, yeah. But thanks to Guts, he saved her. But yeah, Guts did defeat 100 soldiers by himself. Even though he was injured, all bandaged up and cut and bloodied, yeah, he faced 100 soldiers by himself.
Fights them until the morning, bro. The sun comes up. All you see is dead bodies just laid out everywhere. This man Guts had arrows on his legs, arms.
Bring on the flavor with Firehouse Subs barbecue Cuban sub with slow smoked pulled pork, honey ham, Swiss cheese.
Arms and shit. Man out here looking like a...
Now, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he was injured. Guts was injured. All the arrows, and he was all bandaged up, just bloodied. It was awful. Yeah, but yeah, he faced 100 soldiers by himself, even though he had arrows and cuts all over him. He was a badass.
A practice dummy, but he lays out the entirety of these niggas, and it's a scary sight to see. I can't lie to you. Now, you remember when I told you about when Guts fought 100 men? Well, there was a fight that he had against that nigga Pascone, which is the leader of these like rhino ass niggas. These niggas are walking around in like rhino armor. You know, if a nigga got an armor on that is a rhino, stop playing with him. That nigga is built different. Anyway.
Now, I have to be honest, when he fought Pascone, when I saw the anime and when he was fighting Pascone, I thought that Guts was in for it. I thought he was not gonna make it, but he defeated Pascone. He really defeated him. And you just gotta understand the anime when you watch it and then watch the CGI version. You just got to see for yourself. But yeah, he defeated Pascone.
He fights the leader of the Cuda army, Pascone, and he says that this man brought him closer to death than those 100 men that he fought. These niggas are going at it. I mean, bro, again, one of the most badass moments I've ever seen. This man, Guts, this is his early years, is fighting the leader of a motherfucking military army, and he wins the fights. Bro, oh my God, bro. There's no way that he fought somebody that's basically built like a Zoan from One Piece, and he won. Bro, this man comes riding in on a sword with rhino armor, and he still beats this nigga. God damn, this nigga different, bro. Like, bro, this man Guts beat a nigga in rhino armor, bro. Don't take Guts to the zoo, bro, because he's punishing animals, bro. It's like that. It's up and it's stuck. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, there's this one fight that's mad funny I gotta talk about. And I know I'm jumping all over the place, but it's like, there's so many funny ass moments and badass moments that this man Guts has that I have to talk about different ones. But there's this one time where he fought the Snake Lord, yo. And I know that
oh God, don't get me started. Don't get me started with that. He fought that daggone Snake Lord that wore the snake armor because he wore the Bailet. He actually wore the Bailet that turned him into the snake. I remember that they showed it and he wore the Bailet. And it was a fake Bailet.
I'm bringing this up, and I did, watch the anime, even though I know that's blasphemous, and I did read the manga, but, I have to talk about this, because in the anime, when he fight the Snake Lord, bro, it is hilarious, because after he ends up beating this nigga, bro, and this nigga Snake Lord is nasty, by the way, it's just a big-ass snake-armored guy, got his nasty-ass tongue, he's a snake demon. But anyways, there's this one scene where Guts is, like, standing over top of him with this, like, crossbow arm that he has, and he's just shooting this nigga in the face with it over and over again. All you hear is pew, pew, and the dude is.
Now, I know everybody's going to be asking me, like, why is Guts' eyes closed? You have to see the ending of Berserk when he was trying to save Casca. And I know everybody's going to be asking me, like, Lala, why does he have the crossbow hooked up to his arm? Mainly he cut off his arm when he was trying to save Casca's life. And he got hooked by the monster. And he used the sword, cut off his arm, trying to save her, and the monster kind of tackled him like a football player and gouged out his left eye. No, not his left eye. I think it's left eye or his right eye. I think it's his right eye. He gouged out his right eye, and that's why you see his eye is closed, because mainly his eyes got gouged out.
Screaming the whole time. He's like, oh, please stop, help me. This nigga's pew, 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 shooting him in the face with arrows. I'm like, bro, this is built different. Now, there's a lot of crazy and badass Black Air Force moments in this motherfucking series, bro. But one that is insane is when Guts gets the Berserker armor, bro. Because there's a point in the story where, and there's a lot of information that y'all probably won't have if you're not cut up on Berserk, and that's fine, it doesn't matter. But there's a point in the story where the apostles have the good guys cornered. We all think that Guts is down and out. We think that there's nothing that he can do. But then Florid gives the previous Skull Knight armor to Guts. This nigga puts Black Air Force armor on. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. There is nothing harder to me than this moment right here. Except for this one other moment that I am gonna talk about. But this moment where he puts on the Black Air Force armor, the Berserk armor. Oh my God, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like, yo, you remember going to school and it's your first day of a new year and you put on the cleanest fit that you got, bro. You go to school with the cleanest fit.
Yep, I remember them days. The first day of school when you go back after the summer, after the Thanksgiving, after the Christmas vacation, mainly lather, rinse, repeat. when you get your newest clothes, your newest shoes, your newest fit, and you'll be looking like you're fresh. You're like the popular kid in school. I remember that.
Clean
Yep.
his shirt, clean his pants, clean his shoes. You got your jewelry, all that. You feel me? You shining on them. Like, oh my God, I turn my swag on.
Oh my, yes.
Yeah. Walk up in the studio, they know what's up. I'm getting money. Like, bro, when you go to school and you got that fresh outfit on, that is what happens.
Yep. I know a ton of my friends that did the same thing. They got the freshest shoes, the freshest clothes, the freshest jewelry on. Yep. I know what you're talking about, Synsei.
To Guts when he put this berserk armor on. And for the first time, we get to see this nigga Guts balance the scales between him and an apostle. When him and Grindale fight, and he got this berserk armor on, oh my God. This man Grindale, this man is like a Dragon High type beat. I thought that there was nothing that could beat this nigga. I'm not gonna lie, bro. In my mind, I was like, bro, there is nobody here that can defeat this nigga. Nobody here can beat this nigga. If Guts can't beat him, nobody can. And then he put the black Airforces on and it really turned up. Basically, when he's in his berserk armor, this nigga feels nothing, bro.
Yep. I remember this episode. I remember that episode of the CGI version of Berserk. I mean, he was all cut up, battered, bloodied. He did not feel anything when he put on the berserk armor. Even if he had like a broken arm, he can't feel anything. Broken ankle, he can't feel anything.
Bro, broken bones, doesn't matter. Fucked up body, doesn't matter. This nigga literally is on gummy worm, bro. And by that, y'all know what gummy worm is.
I can't stand gummy worms. I can't stand it. I'm sorry for pausing, but you gotta understand how I feel. I can't stand gummy worms. They're disgusting.
Like, you know when your girl suck you off, you feel me? You hit it for a little bit, ski, and then she keep hitting it afterwards. You on gummy worm, yo, you can last forever on gummy worm. That's what this nigga is. He numb, nigga. Bro, this nigga is on dead ass gummy worm timing, bro. This nigga feels nothing. Bro, this shit is crazy, nigga. And it's just like putting on black Airforce. You put them shits on, bro, you feel unstoppable. And that's literally what happens. Now, another moment that is crazy in Berserk, bro, it has to be Guts and Griffith versus Zod, bro. This fight.
God, Zod. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Griffith and Guts was not going to make it when they were facing Zod. When they were facing Zod, I thought that Guts was going to be gone. And I thought that Griffith was going to be gone, but he ended up getting injured. I thought that he was going to be injured, but they made it. They made it. But here's the thing with the fight between Guts, Griffith versus Zod. I mean, Guts was trying to handle it on his own when he found out that one of the soldiers kind of made it out but died in his arms. And then Guts went in there by himself to face Zod. But when Griffith came onto the scene and asked where his Guts was, and they told Griffith that Guts was facing Zod, when Griffith came in to help Guts, mainly it was an even match, a very even match. But when Zod looked at Griffith's balet that he wore around his neck, that's when Zod stopped and told Guts, even though you guys are like brothers, but heed my words. He's not the person that you think he is. Mainly, Zod was sending Guts a warning about Griffith. I remember that.
It was insane, because this man Zod, when he fought them, I was like, bro, nobody in the story is beating this nigga. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Until I met like God Hand niggas and shit, this nigga Zod was just built different, bro. He is the Black Airforce beast himself. Like, I wish he had more characterization. I would have made the video about him. That nigga's a demon, literally. Bro was a motherfucking Minotaur, man. Nigga makes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They should have made more characterization about Zod, because I really wanted to know about how Zod was created. You know, how did he get like this? You know, like, where did Zod come from?
Goro from Mortal Kombat look like a bitch.
Now I'm gonna say this. Sensei makes a good point about Zod making Goro look like a punk. If somebody out there has a PC and has a Mugen game and put Goro versus Zod in Mugen, yo, I would definitely play that. I would definitely play that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Swope as hell, bro. Like, let's do this insanely strong. And they fight this nigga and they lose. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if it wasn't for the Griffith doing what he did and I ain't gonna spoil, them niggas would have been mincemeat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Zod would have turned them niggas into motherfucking Play-Doh Berserk Edition, bro. He would have molded them into a motherfucking patty and ate them alive. This nigga Zod big as shit for no reason. Swope ass nigga. Like somebody hit this nigga with a steroid nuke. What the fuck wrong with this nigga, man? This nigga probably eats whole cows, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this nigga whole cows. He don't even chew. He just swallows them shits. Big as hell, nigga. This nigga is different. Him and Shaq got the same shoe size. Like, bro. Anyway, this nigga Zod is different, but that fight was crazy. Another black air.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Because when Guts came in there to face Zod, and when Guts actually injured him, that's when Zod transformed from a human to Minotaur and scared the hell out of Guts. It was just that crazy.
Airforce moment for my nigga Guts, though. Guts went into this motherfucking building not knowing what was gonna go on. He was a regular ass human at the time. He ain't had the berserk armor. He wasn't really having experience fighting demons yet. And he still walked up in here 10 toes. Nigga was not playing. I think the most badass thing about this nigga Guts, though, is that he carries his big ass sword around. Bro, this sword is big as shit. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? You ever seen the Fume Knight sword from Dark Souls, bro? Or like, I don't even know, bro. This nigga's sword is just a hunk of metal. It's not even a sword. It's not sharp. It's just dull as hell. It's just a big ass slab of metal. This nigga walking around with a goddamn surfboard on his back. Like, bro, big ass sword. There's just one time his arms are fucked up. This nigga picks up the sword in his fucking mouth and uses it like a helicopter propeller. He slashes niggas with it in his mouth. This nigga Zoro do not want it with my nigga Guts, man. Zoro talking about, I got 3 swords.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I said it before and I said it again with Zoro versus Zod in Mugen. When they put Guts versus Zod in Mugen, my fault. Guts versus Zod in Mugen. What they need to do, besides Goro versus Zod in Mugen, they can do Guts versus Zoro in Mugen. They could actually do that if they're actually capable. Zoro versus Guts in Mugen. I could definitely see that because Guts and Zoro are equally matched if you put them in a Mugen game.
One of my mouth. This nigga got a big ass Volvo in his mouth. Nigga has a Buick in his mouth. Nigga has a Honda Civic size sword in his mouth, carrying that shit with his neck muscles. This man Guts is different. God damn, bro. No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Guts is Black Air Force personified. Black Air Force energy in totality. This nigga is built entirely different. God damn, this nigga is different, man. Yo, I know that we were talking about Guts, bro, but real quick, next time on Dragon Ball Z, bro, in this video, we're gonna talk about the Black Air Force nigga himself, Majin Buu. Oh my god, this big fat nasty bitch. Well, he transforms into a skinny nigga and then a little kid, but yeah, it is what it is. Nigga got Benjamin Button, but it don't matter. We're here to talk about Majin Buu, nigga.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I have watched different commentaries about Majin Buu, but I probably will do that tomorrow on my birthday stream. It depends on how my schedule is, because I just found out one of my cousins is coming by and throwing a cookout tomorrow. So I might be at the cookout. I might be at the cookout. I might not, but it depends on the schedule. But shout out to Synsei for Guts has Black Force energy. If you want to watch the video, the original link is down in the description below. Make sure you check it out. Synsei, this was great. This was a great work. Great job, man. Great job. I really enjoy your commentary on Guts. At least somebody enjoyed the anime of Berserk than I did. I actually read Berserk and I actually watched the anime Berserk. And it makes you question your morals. Anyway, shout out to Jen in the chat. How you doing, baby girls? Good to see you. Um, with that being said, LalaChan here. Y'all have a great, great weekend, and I will probably come back tomorrow to do another reaction tomorrow on my birthday. So I'm going to be doing a birthday live stream tomorrow on my 44th birthday. But like I said, it depends on the schedule. It just depends because I might be at my cousin's cookout. I might not be. So it just depends on how the scheduling is. With that being said,